digging the secret that Meghan desperately wanted to hide. Archie and Lilibet disappear when the identity becomes unclear. Hello and very happy. Welcome back to the Royal Fantasy YouTube channel. There are some problems I have recently encountered, which is that some questions appear in front of me and I cannot understand the lack of understanding in them. This is a typical example. Should people be making fun of Prince Harry's kids? What a curious question, and one that I see has fired up the flaccid sugar shack, who, to throw oil on the fire, have managed to drag up one deranged post as a banner under which all who are not on board with the sugarlicious sycophant's Meghan-shaped obsession should apparently burn with shame under. What utter bollocks! Let me state quite clearly in a way so that even the most septic sugar cannot misinterpret and twist what I have to say on this. Meghan, Harry, people are not making fun of the children. They are making fun of you. Posting badly photoshopped pictures of an ankle or a blanket or a child with 2 right arms or, even worse, no legs is on you both, not the children depicted, who have no idea of how their image is being farmed. People laugh at you, not them. They don't laugh when they see a child whose hair color and age have clearly drastically changed from morning to afternoon in one day. They laugh at the absurdity of it. I mean, what sort of parents do you have to be not to have noticed that the child you were photographed with at 11 a.m. has grown at least 6 inches and gained several pounds in weight by 3 p.m.? Is anyone on here holding an infant responsible for this craven manipulation? No. They know the blame lies with you both. Who the actual fuck buys milkshakes at a drive-thru for kids who aren't there? Who in fact has not been anywhere? How do these kids even know what a milkshake is? Or daylight, or fun, or walks? Who expends a lot of gas bleeding while on yet another period away from the home that the kids would love it here when nothing was stopping them from bringing them? But forget Invictus. I bet they'd have loved the beach holiday you took yourselves off to after, as the side trip to Portugal largely went unnoticed at the time. So much for Harry and Meghan being followed morning, afternoon, and at night. In fact, the paparazzi are there only when Meghan rings them on her speed dial, like the club in California they are banned from for calling the paps. Most parents going on a beach holiday take the kids. Plus, if they had brought the kids to visit Princess Eugenie of York, might have quelled the rumors the kids do not exist. But as usual, no one has ever seen them. Of most concern for me is the way that the sniggering duo attaches the sexual urban slang words to the very young children. They have done it from the start with Archie. Crocodile, waffly, the beginning. And they smirked as they said it. We know about roasting chicken in the first photo call, but they were adults. Why the switch to babies and toddlers? Disturbing. That's what people mock, you morons. Not the children, but your extra special and utterly unique approach to the parenting you lay claim to. They mock the clearly mocked-up photos of a 7-month bump at the 3-month mark. They mock the profile of a pregnancy that must be quads at least yet will be brought to term with not 1 ounce of baby weight obvious on the mother in her skin-tight dress showing a bump that extends below her pubis. These 2 South Park jokes have paraded 2 children as one big ongoing joke. We make fun of all the drama the sick parents have willfully created for money surrounding them and everything attached to them. Their names are paraded around behind their atrociously overdressed mother with the nightmare D-movie face and her cheap trophy, the eternally unkempt, emasculated poodle. And along with this tawdry display of conceit, they drag the names, only, of 2 children into their deranged world. It's kind of like the Taliban dragging mothers and children out into the war zone, hiding behind them, and then fuming, "The Israelis are killing our mothers and children." No. The Taliban is putting them out there as a target, just as the Markles are making children targets to hide behind. If these children actually existed, they are abusively being used as targets for the sick game the Markles are playing, and we sneer at the mention of their names because of it. By themselves, they'd be adored. But the problem is, Do you think Megaliar bribed the royal family to keep the surrogate kids in the line of succession? I personally think the royal family has access to the very best intel available. In other words, they don't miss much. They have probably known for some time whether UFOs are real, how they get caramel in the caramilk bar, and the status of the Harry children for quite some time. In each case, it's not their place to say, "Let's play it through." The royals confess that the children are not real. Right away, they will be at the center of a conspiracy that effectively destroys the Sussexes. International headlines for the pair. Magical children suddenly appear on CNN. Meghan at her very best bereaved performance. And all for what? Lawsuits waiting to happen. Money flying over the wires. Meghan exalted. Now let's assume the children are real. That's not really the royal family's call, is it? From thousands of miles away, people could be led to believe almost anything. Again, Megsy wins. Demands to be formally recognized. Apologies. Elevated status. Demands for more, more, more. OF, OF, OF. Now they can say and do what they want. And nothing, not even decency, can stop them. Miniature meal tickets. The royals maintain their never complain, never explain point of view for some very good reasons. Moreover, it puts the responsibility to be honest right back in Mummy and Daddy's hands. The royals acknowledge the kids, but they've never actually met them. They rely on the Sussexes for the truth. I think it is likely that Harry's sperm and Meghan's egg, frozen harvested, were used. And to keep the petulant man-child and ghastly wife on the side, the secret was maintained for the line of succession when weighed against an archaic law, born of the body for this day and age. However, if it makes a mockery of anyone, it will be Harry and Meghan for all those pregnancy pictures and baby-cradling tummy shots at all, together with all the Mills and Boone words of her miscarriage description, which she will maintain as true. Perhaps only time will tell as to the truth of the conception and birth of these rarely seen children. We certainly don't see them out and about with their parents as we do William and Catherine's. Moreover, King Charles flounders and still has not proven who Harry's daddy is. With stuff in the public domain on Charles's odd sexual issues, did Charles consummate his marriage to Diana? Before King Charles gave titles to children, rabbits, or whatever his favorite protege asked of him, wasn't it? Charles's obligation to rule out fraud and prove the children are entitled to royal privileges and not the other way around? My opinion, my view only, so please share truths and help people become more educated and live in a better world. And you? What do you think about them? Please tell me your opinion below in the comments. If you see my video is so useful, don't be afraid to like and share it with your relatives who like it now. And please subscribe to the Royal Fantasy YouTube channel to get more updates in the future. Now, goodbye, and see you in the next videos.